Mr. Oliver. It's over for Oliver. Remember that. It's over. We have just begun. What do you feel about the fear tax that we're hearing about?
Fair tax. This is another case I thought I was really doing my job up there. I thought, why do we have a national sales tax? And I was going around to the town hall meetings and saying this and telling everybody I had a great new idea. And someone stood up and said, it's already been suggested to call it a fair tax. And I think it's a great idea. It's nothing more than a national sales tax. But I don't want to hear anything about it until we get rid of the progressive income tax and all of the other federal taxes. One tax. We know exactly what it is. That's what we need. We're smart people. We can figure out what we're being taxed. If we see 1% in front of us, whether it be 7, 8, 20, whatever it is, you know, it's easy to figure out that. At this point, you have no idea how much you're being taxed today. There's tax on your gasoline, there's tax on your telephone, there's tax on your cell phone, there's tax on everything, and if we let it go, soon there'll be tax on the air you breathe.
That's right.
So, one tax, and a sales tax or a fair tax, that's a wonderful, wonderful thing.
How do you feel about passing a bill to do away with pensions for elected officials?
Yes.
Just a quick question, Bill. I haven't really been following it, but I know that Congress has been talking about the VAT tax, the value added tax. Do you know where that is? And obviously, I know kind of where you stand on it. If you want to elaborate more?
I think it's sort of just in limbo presently. It hasn't passed either house as far as I know. So there's a while to get to it. But yeah, I don't know if that's, is it even a full-fledged bill yet? Okay. What it is, a value-added tax is a tax that every time you increase the value of something, they tax it. So, let's go back to our table here. We have plastic, which is made of oil, which is made of metal. So, when they pull the metal out of the ground, it gets taxed because the value has been added, moving it from the mountainside to the smelting area. As this goes from the ground, through the refinery, and into little plastic pellets, and moved to an injection molding plant, it gets taxed at each one of those phases. And you don't see this when you buy it. All you know is the price on it. You're going to say, oh, those capitalists, they're gouging you. And it's a nefarious tax. Yeah, most everybody in here is pre-Department of Education, so you'll know the answer to this. One of the things that the American colonists disliked and drove them to the revolution was hidden taxes. In other words, taxes that couldn't be seen. A sales tax is easy to see, but they were getting hit with taxes that they couldn't see. And that's exactly what a value-added tax is. It's a tax that they're going to blame on somebody else. They're going to blame it on either the manufacturer or the distributor instead of themselves. And it's going to be an incredible expense. And again, it's just going to, let's say it starts at 10%. As they get more and more greedy, it's going to go 10, 11, 12, 15. In Britain right now, it's about 20% on top of every other tax. So it's going to make living in America that much more expensive. Like you got plenty of money.
How would you propose that we solve the illegal immigration problem that our country is facing today? And would you encourage states to also pass laws that follow along the same lines as the law that just got passed in Arizona?
Thank you. Let's start with the law in Arizona. Because I'm a big state rights guy. I think that 10th Amendment should be published or put in every school. You know, just put it up there so everybody can see that 10th Amendment. And then Those are both really good. And the second and the first. To start with. But, Article 1, Section 8 talks about immigration and legalization. And Congress has the sole authority to make laws regarding immigration and legalization. So, we have laws on the books regarding immigration and legalization. As long as the states don't go outside of those, the Constitution does not grant exclusivity to the enforcement of those laws. So as long as the states are enforcing federal laws on the books, it seems that they should have every right or every authority. The word right should never be used in government because they don't have any. Our rights come from God. But the states have the authority to enforce that, or we'll use the word authority, to enforce that as long as they don't go beyond. In other words, if the state of Arizona came up with a law that said all immigrants must be able to food for 30 minutes nonstop, it would then violate the Constitution because they're making their own law. So states, as long as they stay within those confines, should have the authority to do it. Now, to solve the immigration problems that we have, and there are more than just our southern border. There are more immigration problems than our southern border. But that's the big one that everybody's talking about today. Without the use of our military, because Posse Comitatus states that our military should never be involved in police actions in the United States, and also the entire spirit of the Constitution states that the military should never be used in the United States. We should train as many border guard agents as it takes, put up as many fences as it takes, and have as many smart fences as it takes to secure our southern border. It can be done. I don't think we need all that.